Bring you the National Football League as we to get this drive started. Job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think
the tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw. Mendoza. And incomplete on the deep ball. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Completes this one to Thornton. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
He'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of a yard. And the Las Vegas 1st down.
Back to throw. Mendoza. Got his man. It's Thornton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside. 33 yards that time.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. And the Raiders 1st down.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Commanders.
Looking to throw. Mendoza. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. A give out of the gun to Genty. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of confidence.
And he is in. Touchdown. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. On 1st down, it's Genty. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
They'll go again with Genty. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Back to throw. Mendoza. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another one. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
On the give, Genty. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
44-yard line. A gain of 12. 1st down, Raiders.
On the give, Genty. Pushes him over and shedding the tackle and now some room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. That escapes the sack. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking to another reception.
The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Mendoza. Touchdown, Raiders. So this offense will head back out there. Already an excellent field position thanks to the interception. Now a handoff to Genty. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Las Vegas, 1st down.
Once again, it's Genty. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
And the Raider 1st down.
Looking to throw. Mendoza. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thornton. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Mendoza. This is caught. Touchdown.
Mendoza's.
Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? Now a toss, left side, Genty. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards. Get down. Looking to throw. Mendoza. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll start on the ground with Ginty. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
A run. It's Ginty. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard. Yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Ginty. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far, 3 for 3. And they're going to try again here. Going absolutely nowhere. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Ginty. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And Washington. Sided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for the Raiders,
they broke ground on these buildings. First play is going to be again to Jen. So through some pretty blatant interference, he found a way to make the catch for the first down, Brock, and they can decline that penalty.
You know, you don't find...
This is Genty on second. He's going to be taken down. Play goes for about 10 yards. And that is good for a Raiders first down.
45-yard line. It's a gain of 10. First down, Raiders.
Going right back to Genty. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8. After that little 8-yard scoop, here comes 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Mendoza now.
The 37-yard line.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have him 4 and the first down as he's brought to a stop.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Raiders.
Shotgun give here to Genty. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackled by big Logan Hall.
Even though we don't have mics in that huddle, I can imagine what's being said down there, Kate. It is keep feeding him. When you get positive yards and you start to run the ball and wear out your opponent, don't go away from it.
Outside, Burton's got it. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Offense overloading left side. It's 1st and 10.
And the Las Vegas first down.
They give up the guts. It's Genty. And they're going to stop him just before he can make it a 1st and goal situation, Brock. They got him at about the 5. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring out 2nd and 1. Off the play fake. It's Mendoza. Headed out right. Kept the play alive, and he finds a look. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton Jr. Chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal. Here's Genty. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, it did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Getting in their own way, Brock, as they'll line this up 5 yards further back for second and goal. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Third and goal. Defense elected to play this from the nickel. It's Mendoza. Center of the end zone. Finds him. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Pitch play to Jency. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
Here's the snap to Mendoza. Able to get it to Benson. And he is finally out of bounds as he takes it off. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
And this is going to fall incomplete. Well, they made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. Now it's third down. Mendoza. And we've seen a lot of this today. He's in again. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Drive starts with Jency. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. And it is first down, Las Vegas.
A gain of 12. First down, Las Vegas.
Back to Jency. We'll cobble together a yard there. Hit and stopped by Drake Jackson. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Brings up second and 9.
This is Mendoza. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's third down. Here's Mendoza. And that one's going to fall incomplete. That forces fourth down. So a rare win for them in coverage.